I just realized I forgot to start the recording. I am a professional streamer. So today I'm going to be writing a blog post on how to convert, or how to scrape stuff out of a table out of a JSON API into SQLite, and then have SQLite automatically massage that down into tables for you. So I have decided to do this with the GitHub Events API because it has fairly strict rate limits, and it also has the advantage of being very easy to query. Most of GitHub's APIs are really easy to query. So, for example, we have this event here. It's a push event. JSON each. This may not actually be a good API to query for this. Crap. What would be another API? Oh. We can query my JSON feed. So JSON feed is basically like RSS, except as the name suggests, it's in JSON. One of the main advantages of JSON feed is that it's very easy to hack at, and it is overall fairly simple. So is that? No, that was just me hitting the end of the buffer, and okay. So we have this big old JSON file right here. So let's now that we have the haystack, let's define the needles that we want to get out of it. So we have a feed URL, which is going to be our primary key across everything. We have a title, which we're going to say is not null for now. And for completion's sake, let's say that there is also a description. Homepage URL. And let's get the author name. I feel safe saying not null here because the JSON feed specification says that these are must-haves in order for it to be valid JSON feed. So what we can also do is we can get the headers of this. Do I have any tag for this? Oh good, I don't. That's comforting. So let's go to scrape date instead. So this scrape date field is going to represent the date that the thing was scraped. So and by default we want it to be today. Seems fairly normal. So now what you want to do is you want to go in and create a SQLite trigger for the JSON feed raw table. So let me just check my notes to be sure that I have the syntax right. The syntax for SQLite triggers is kind of weird. Oh, after insert. After insert on JSON feed raw, begin a transaction, end the transaction. So then what we want to do is go in and we're going to scrape the stuff in the JSON feed into the table. Let's move that over here to make it bigger. So we want insert into JSON feed metadata, and we're going to define all of the columns that we want here pedantically because this is what we're going to do. Feed URL, and then we want title, description, homepage URL, author name, and then we want to have it with values, I'm referencing my own little SQL style guide over to the side. New dot feed URL. And the default is for the updated ad is going to be today. So now the title is going to be extracted out of new.raw, and we want the root object dot we can go back to there. Is that how you do it? No, it isn't. Jake, delete field. Oh, it's del. Okay. So I'm going to cut out the items here because that's just a bunch of HTML, and we don't really care about all that HTML right now. So I want to get the title, so we get the title. I want to get the description. Homepage URL, author name. So yeah, JSON extract basically allows you to automatically pull this stuff out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to want to also upsert it. So in SQLite, when you insert something into a table, normally you just put things at the end. But since we're going to be doing things at the with the feed URL constantly, we're going to want to upsert this as well, so that when you insert something that would otherwise conflict, it will automatically update it instead of just throwing it away. Thanks for the follow, yay codes. On conflict, do update set and then we want to set the title equals I'll reformat this later when I'm done. Page URL and author name equals that. And bring all these over. And finally end that statement with a semicolon, and there. So now this does things on insert, but we also need to do it on update. So I'm going to make a copy of this trigger for updates, since SQLite doesn't have a way to do a trigger on both inserts and updates. I also kind of wish SQLite had functions in a way, so that I could automate this further, but this will do. Emacs doesn't like my SQL formatting. So now we have the JSON feed. We have a way to get, we're putting the data in there, and then automatically when we insert or when we update the feed later, we have a way to get more data out of it later. So let's try it. Let me just copy the JSON feed from my site to my clipboard real quick. Some off-camera mining power. Copy that. And now, oh, first we need to import the SQLite schema. So SQLite 3, read from schema.sql. SQLite 3. Let's print back this. SQLite 3. Pro tip, you need to tell SQLite to use a database if you want to save things. This is going to come as a shocker, but So there, we have all of these tables, we have all of the triggers. So now let's write an insert query down here at the bottom. JSON feed raw. Feed URL raw. Values. And then I'll copy the feed URL here. This JSON function here will take JSON input and minimize it to the smallest possible JSON representation that it can be. You are about to paste text that is longer than 5 kilobytes. Do you wish to continue? Yes. Oh. Oh god, maybe that was a mistake. Oh, it finished. Okay. It really did not like that. Okay, let's get the simplified version. So I'm gonna open another stream tab here. Go into Numa. Clear. Curl. Pipe del items. Pipe Jake-C. We'll get the raw thing with the items in later, but I just want to show what's going on here. So we'll copy that into there. Oh. Split. And C term. Fish. SQLite 3data.db. And we'll add a semicolon to this. Copy. Paste. Go to the end of the line. Oh no, that doesn't take us to the full end of the line. Okay. That did not work as the way I thought it did. Okay. Kill the terminal. Okay. You know what? We have this as an idempotent thing, so what we can do is we can just syntax error. Okay, let's think about this for a sec. So we have this right here. This is an opening parenthesis. Was there an unescaped quote in there? Oh my gosh, there's an unescaped quote. There was a syntax error. Not day, date. Where did I put day? I put day here. Just drop that table real quick and swipe all the evidence under the rug. We dump. Yep, okay, so as you can see now we have all of this. Cool. So if we select star from JSON feed metadata, we can see that there's also stuff like that in there. And as for importing things into there, What's a... Oh, Python. How to fetch internet requests using the URL-lib package. Okay. I haven't written Python in a while, but you know what? Let's do it. Sure. Hello everyone, welcome to the SQLite vibe session. JSON feed fetch.py. No, I don't want to install the Python layer right now. Bang. Let's make a Nix shell with Python. Let's go with Python 3.9. Okay. And I'll move this little URL-lib tutorial here. Okay. Let's see if I remember how to use Python. It's been a couple years. Let's enable Python mode. And let's open a Python REPL just to be safe. Shell.nix. Okay, so the SQLite library in Python is called SQLite 3. And then we make a connection. So let's Control S, move you here. Con equals SQLite3.connect data.db. Okay, so now how do we get a URL-lib request? Oh, you use the with thing? Okay. I think that might just be an example, but let's try it. With rllib.request. Put my hands on the right home row keys. URL open. Feed URL as response. Now what is the thing of a response? Oh, we have a REPL right here. So let's import url-lib.request here. .403 forbidden? Why? Is it because it's a... Okay, let's take a closer look at this and see if there's a way to... Opens the URL, which can be either a string or a request object. So, print response dot read. Okay. Let's try that, I guess. Okay, yeah, we have that stuff. That's good. Okay, so we have the response. Apparently my user agent was weird and Cloudflare blocked it. That's not what I want. So then let's look over at the SQLite. Okay, so you have .execute, but how do you... Oh, you use the question mark syntax there. Okay. So now we want per equals con.cursor, right? And cursor is the thing that allows us to put things inside of SQLite, or the thing that lets us look at the database. So let's see what this does. Per.execute. Insert into JSON. Need raw. Raw values. That, and we want to have the feed URL. And response.read. Okay, let's see what happens. Function takes at most 2 arguments, 3 given. Oh, right, it takes a tuple. Okay. Unique constraint failed. Oh, right, we need to upsert it. So, let's convert this to a triple quoted string because those are a bit easier for me to read, and especially when we're writing a complicated query like this. So insert into JSON feed raw. And then we have these things. And we have this. We have this. And then where is my magic on conflict? There we are. On conflict do update set right? Let's So when we do this, what it's going to do is it's going to make a new request with their feed fetch user agent. When it gets a response, it's going to make a cursor into the SQLite database. It's going to read the response body and then insert the response into there, and everything else will massage down. So let's run that. Hey, it didn't fail. That probably means it worked. It did not work. Why didn't it work? Does that do anything? If I scroll up, I should see a lot more information. I should see no information. What? Okay. Wow, I really haven't worked with Python for a while. What the hell is going on? Okay. Let's comment these two lines out and restart it. So dot Okay, so there should be nothing in there. Oh, hey, now it does it. Okay. I don't know what I did differently, but okay, that, uh, that's good, I guess. Let's try the JSON feed example feed. Oh, I guess the description can be null? Okay. Learning new and exciting things about this every day. Let's double check the JSON spec, the JSON feed spec, just to be safe. Homepage URL is optional. Title is required, version is required. Yeah. The canonical JSON feed doesn't have an example of the authors thing, of course. Wait, is it? Has my JSON feed been invalid this whole time? No, it's valid. Okay. Damn. Thanks for the follow, bio generation. Sorry, I defocused my Twitch tab. I didn't see it before now. Okay, so we have this broken table. We can sometimes not have an author name too, so let's delete that. Re-import the table. We have the JSON feed metadata table. Okay, that's good. Now, let's populate it with some JSON feed. Let's, you know what, while we're at it, let's get some more JSON feed in there so that I can show you an example of how to gradually update everything. And test this against the wild because I'm almost certain that I've done something wrong. Yes, SQLite is hungry and must be fed. Oh, of course Daring Fireball has it as a JSON feed. Hey, we import John Gruber's feed fine. That's good. I have no idea who Alan Pike is, but let's get that in there too. So now if we go back into SQLite, we can dump it, and we're going to get that. We don't have any data. What? Am I being trolled? I feel like I'm being trolled. Okay, I am getting things in there. So yes, we are actually getting things in there. What? What is going on? Okay, is... Is it doing it in a big... Oh... It's doing it in an implicit transaction, I think. No? What? That... This should be impossible. I feel like I'm being trolled. SQLite, where's the, Okay, so I do have to commit. Oh my gosh, ZFS compression confused me. Okay, so what I was thinking is, this is way too tiny. This doesn't make any sense. But I'm using this on a machine with ZFS, and ZFS is the freaking Z standard compression, and I was trolling myself. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Holy crap. I know what I'm doing with computers, I swear. Okay, that is bigger. That is good. So So now that we have that, let's go over to the schema.sql file, and let's mess with this table. So let's say that we want to... Actually, you know what? Let's make another table, and let's say that we want to make a JSON feed post table. Scroll this so that my face is out of the way. But yeah, we have JSON feed post. And we have a primary key, and no, we have the URL text primary key. We have the feed URL. And we have a title. And what else could be here? Oh, the date published. Yeah, that seems like a good idea, doesn't it? So then just massage this down. Like that? Yeah, I like that. So now that we have that, let's import schema again. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to assemble another table out of this. So I'm going to figure out how to do this because I am not totally sure how to do this in SQLite. SQLite for each value in JSON array. Query a JSON array for multiple values using JSON1 in SQLite. This looks like it's going to be a little bit complicated, so let's open a SQLite REPL and get a hacking. So... Oh wait, SQLite has generated columns? Hold up. Let's look into that later. Let's see if... insert into JSON feed posts. SQLite, JSON each. I think I want JSON each. I don't know if I want a CTE for this. So let's reopen that thing I closed, and let's copy this because we're going to use this as the sacrificial goat for here. So select no, we want an insert. So insert into JSON feed posts. Actually, our SQLite generated columns what I want? I don't know. Let's try JSON each first. It's nested select with JSON each. Oh, that was my work desk. It's fine. Oh, VC face got messed up. Reset. There we go. We need to get better adhesive. JSON each. Oh, right. The double quote thing. Do you know where I can get, like, super, super strong adhesive that I can stick on the bottom of a surge protector to keep it stuck to my desk? I need, like, military strength adhesive. Or, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing with this? Probably get that off of Amazon, wouldn't I? let's make it let's make a simple thing here first. So oh, damn it, I did it again. Okay, so then how do I extract this out? It would be the schema from is value. Oh, okay. So, do I turn this? Okay, so I have this. So then we have this and that. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I have a list of items here. Okay, okay. What? Why is that? What is it? Oh, the extra lines because my terminal's too small. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I have these three things that I can get out of here. So JSON extract, JSON each.value, and then we have $ dot title. That seems like a good. Let's extract the title and the feed URL from everything. No. But then how do... Okay, so the thing that I'm wondering about is I can get it from an individual row. Yeah, I'm also kind of bad at SQLite and like SQL in general. So what I'm trying to do here is let's just put that in there and get that there. So I have all of this JSON. I can extract that from there. So then what I need to do is I need to get the let's see what this does. Okay, so now I get the items. but also hi JB Pratt. Is this what common table expressions are for? I feel like this is what common table expressions are for. Let's... So I need to get the items in each of these rows to JSON each somehow. You know what? Let's try the naive thing. Let's Yes, there is such a function. Oh, okay. Oh. How to extract properly when SQLite JSON has value as an array. I have a SQLite database. In one of my fields, I have stored a complete JSON object. We need to make some JSON select requests. Oh, you can do multiple tables in the from field? Oh, okay. You can do multiple tables in the from field. Oh, that makes so much more sense. So... Okay. Okay, this makes a lot more sense than... Okay, so then we have our title is going to be then we extract this from JSON each dot. No, I don't want map error. I want value. I want parentheses. I hit the map error key instead of that. $dot title. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, this is how you do it. Okay. This may not be best practice for SQLite, but it does work. Yes, okay. So now we have all the things that we need for this. So, as URL, as feed, URL, as title, as date published. Okay, good. And now we can use this as an insert, right? Inserting new rows with data provided by a select statement. Nice. Here we go. Oh my gosh, it's all coming together. We won. Here's the ticket. So now what we can do is we can put this inside the SQLite trigger. I'm gonna make this a lot more easy to read once I'm finished with this, but oh no, I don't want to do that. Okay, I was at JSON raw feed underscore URL JSON extract as date. Yeah, it's not that hard. You just gotta figure out what the heck you're doing and learn how to use SQLite properly. SQLite is hilarious. You could do some dastardly things with SQLite. Let's make this a lot easier to read. So now we get from, and let's put each of these on their own lines so that it looks a bit nicer. And wow. And now we need to copy this query for the update as well. Oh, then we have to have an on conflict clause, right? This is going on every row, every insert to there. So on conflict do. then we need to get the date published. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is horrific. This is the good code. This is the best code. This is the absolute best code ever. You can't deny this. This is amazing code. Okay, so now we can delete these triggers and okay, so now one of the quickest ways I know how to get a SQLite database to update everything is to out a where clause, so that way we update everything. Yes! Oh, we have everything now. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is... Oh, wait, we had it before. Oh, it's not firing. Let's just... you know what? Let's go back to Python and let's add another JSON feed to the mix. You can see this feed here. Cool. There's some random CMS in PHP that we are shamelessly stealing the feed of for this. Unable to validate local issuer certificate. Oh no, let's find something else. Oh, this random developer has one. So let's see if that does it. Hey, there was no exceptions. That's probably good. We need a cursor and we need... And we get nothing. Why? Why do you do this to me? Ugh. Do this to me. You know what? This is fine. We can get... line 7, syntax error. That... How... What? Near line 7, near do, syntax error. Or is... Okay, so... Near line 49. Where's 49? There. Okay, there's a syntax error in my trigger, apparently. Okay, so we don't have the table. Let's assume that this is the issue, and let's comment the horrific crime against humanity for now, so that we get the schema in there. Oh, there's another thing that we forgot to comment. That's probably important. Okay, now we have this. Oh my gosh, I'm doing that thing again. Okay, we have it in there. We have it in there. It's all good. I know what I'm doing. I'm a serious expert. I know how computers work. Okay, so now let's make this a separate trigger so it's easier to figure out. Okay. So now I'm going to look at the insert into SQLite flowchart. No. Insert. Okay, so insert into... We can have a select statement and then an upsert clause. So what is the select statement? Select statement... Select from... And then... Where's the upsert clause? Upsert, insert into select. What is... Okay. It would help if I spelled insert freaking correct. The syntax that occurs between the on conflict and do is called the conflict target. So if we conflict on the URL. Did I spell conflict correctly? You know what? Let's remove the upsert clause for now, and let's get a basic version of this working. Okay, so we have this working. So this means that we can go into Python. We can silver. Oh, I might want a cursor. That's probably important. Okay, so we have things in there. We have JSON feed posts. We do. Awesome. Okay. So now we just need to figure out the upsert clause bit. Use the value that would have been inserted had the constraint not failed. You'd add this special excluded dot table qualifier to the column name. Update. I'm doing horrible things to SQLite. I'm not sorry. Okay, so apparently the upsert clause is the problem. Why? No, this says I can do that. Okay, so I'm gonna add window capture. Yeah. Okay. So I have you can see the tale of woe as I go through all of this and attempt to figure this all out. But okay. So the overall flow of this is something like let's put the thing side by side with this. So we have insert here into and then we have a table name with several column names. And now we go down here and we can go to a select statement, and then we can go to an upsert clause. Why isn't this working though? I just... Let me just copy this to my clipboard and do it this way to see if the SQLite REPL has some more information that'll help here. Oh, there's no such trigger. You are about to paste text that contains multiple lines. If you paste this text into your shell, it may result in the unexpected execution of commands. Do you wish to continue? Near do, syntax error. What syntax error? Need to add a where true as part of the select clause, and that should fix it. What? Do they document on conflict do is allowed? Let's check. You know what? This is stupid enough. Let's see if it works. Oh god, that's so stupid. Near title, syntax error. Oh, update set, right? Yeah. I knew I was missing something. I knew that I'd figure out what it was and it'd make me feel like an idiot, but... Ugh. Oh my gosh. Okay. We have to add a where true. The error is due to parsing ambiguity as mentioned in the documentation. When the insert statement to which the upsert is attached takes its values from a select statement, there is a potential parsing ambiguity. The parser may not be able to tell if the odd keyword is introduced in the upsert or if the odd is a clause of a join. To work around this, the select statement should always include the where clause, even if that where clause is just where true. What? Okay. But yeah, we can put this into the main trigger now. Mind you, this is still the research phase for this post. I still have to write this. I'm basically going to turn, like, you know, the iterative parts of how I built this schema.sql file and the associated madness with it into like an actual like prose. I might need to get some water first. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. But I have it working. I don't know what I'm doing, but it works. Delete all those triggers. Syntax error, my ass. Nope. It's a valid syntax error. Because I'm good at computer. Okay, we have the triggers now, which means that if we get a cursor, and we get a feed. Wait, did I already have that before? Oh my gosh, it works. Oh my gosh. This is actually somewhat viable. Yeah, that makes sense. And now, if we want to add to this chain of bullshit, what we can do is, let's say that we want to add the content HTML to the post, to this thing. So, we go over to this. So it's content underscore HTML. Text, and this could be null, so let's just pretend it could be null for the sake of argument. Alter table JSON feed. Add column. Hey, I got that right on the first try. That's cool. And now we go up here to our our beautiful, beautiful function. Put that in there. Fix it up. Split, yank that line. Put that there. Yank that line. Put that there. And now we get the feed. We get a cursor. And we see that I fucked up. How did I fuck up? What? What? Oh my gosh. So it should have gotten it. It's how you use the formats. Oh, I just realized that I have edge there. I should hide that. Python format string. Sorry about that. I totally forgot about that. Okay, so the percent sign operator still works. They didn't take that away from us. Okay, so we got the feed. But why didn't you... What? 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 No. Why are you doing this to me, Python? I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends. It should throw exceptions when it fails, right? I swear, like, half of this is me fighting with Python. I haven't used Python in, like, friggin' years. But did you? Hey, you know what helps? You know what really helps? You know what really helps? If your thing to get things out of the database is not a delete statement. Oh my god. If you have a delete statement, you're gonna delete everything in the database, and that doesn't get you the things out of the database that you want. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was working. I'm just a moron. And this is just not picking it up. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I give up. I give up on that part. Let's just get to the post. Bashing JSON into shape with SQLite. That's a title. I have to go, like, get some more water and use the bathroom, so I'm gonna do that annoying thing, sorry, and I'm gonna put hold music on, and I'm gonna run an ad break. Sorry about that. I'm back, just getting set up again. I found that I have to kill VC face if I ever walk away from the computer, because otherwise the model will get really confused by my absence and then start thinking that the chair is me. Which is a little annoying. Just a little bit. But yeah. So now that we have that example working, it is time to do the thing that I was gonna do in the first place. Clear that most of the world has decided they want to use JSON for their public-facing API endpoints. This can be confusing. Actually, cargo cache X run. I have it as 2022, right? Okay, yeah, I do. Good. I've done that a couple times where I accidentally forget that it's supposed to be 2022, not 2021. And then we move this over here. We go to Numa :3030 and resize this, and I can show you what my site looks like in developer mode. Spoiler alert, it's not any different than it looks in release mode. I'm gonna cover my face, so I'll fix that real quick. Let's do that, and move SQLite, this edge tab under there. Blog, hashing JSON in the shape of SQLite. There we go. That's the right URL for SQLite, right? Oh, www.sqlite.org. Okay, it's that old. www.sqlite.org. SQLite recently added JSON functions. Is this the, Oh, yeah, okay, this is the upstream documentation for SQLite triggers. That is what I want. Okay, recent in SQLite terms is okay. So it's recent in that you are most likely to be able to use stable Debian and have them. When were they added? They were added in 2015, so I'm pretty sure you'll be able to use them now. Yeah, the main wild card is the fact that Debian maintainers are freaking weird and paranoid as hell. I'll probably look that up, but I want to get article flow out. Here. I'm aware that you can't see that behind the thing. Go back here, paste this. Should it be this is left as an exercise or to the reader, or this proof is trivial, and the answer is trivial and is left as an yeah, this is left as an exercise. The reader is probably fine. Let's let that think for a moment. Go. Okay, so we insert things into there. Oh, awesome! I have Python highlighting support in my blog. I didn't know that. Today I learned. Under the Edge window, by the way, there's a automatically running in a loop thing where it'll recompile my site, reload everything, and such. My site loads everything into everything into memory when the application starts, and it serves everything from RAM, which is part of why it feels so fast. But as a side effect, in order to change things, I do actually need it to restart. So I have a cargo watch that basically just looks for changes in any files in the project and automatically restarts it when they change. It's kind of cool. Insert things in the SQLite database using Python's SQLite module. Yes, Repology will tell you what versions of SQLite are there. However, it will not tell you what compile flags they have set. I'm pretty sure. Because JSON support is a compile flag in SQLite, not just a pure version thing. Because for some reason you have the ability to disable this, which means that Debian maintainers can and probably will for no good reason. Yeah, inversion is 3.9, but that doesn't mean that people don't just disable it for no reason. Like, I understand I'm being incredibly cynical here, but when you deal with maintainers, sometimes they will just turn options off for no good reason. It is annoying. Yeah. This is kind of why projects have started to stop having compile flags, by the way. Because it's just easier to support things if everything is always required. So now let's play with the data. have to admit, this pretzel lo-fi station it's a vibe. It is an absolute vibe. No, I want to feed it in. And now you're going to see the horrific truth on how I do links inside those little conversation fragments because they're markdown links. It's bad. Is it actually SQLite 3? Or... It is SQLite 3. Okay. Okay. I did not expect that, but I can live with it. Oh, right, because it's the third major version of SQLite. Aha. SQLite is an amazing project. It's the second sequel. Was what became for the prequel. Open up the command line. What did I call it? JSON feed fetch.py. Wow, I am incredibly imaginative with my names. I'm going to link to the corresponding part of the JSON documentation because that seems like a good idea, at least for helping to explain things. JSON extract. get the feed description out of yeah, let's do it. Oh, I want description, not title. Oh, let's do title. I can change the text. It's not like I have everything written in stone. Okay, so we have the title. Oh, what was the thing that one person said up there? Okay. Now, time to read this and feed URL. When I go all the way down. No, I don't want values, I want select, right? select. Yeah, I want select. Okay. Um, can I just get away with? Let's do this. The full legal table names just to be safe. The as keyword, by the way, lets you set names for parts in a for results in a select statement. I'm gonna put that in there. Yeah, that should do it. Let that think for a second. Okay, good. It's probably at the point where it's read all the files in the directory, so I can feel free to edit things. There we go. Populate that table with a query like that, and then da 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 da. Make sure to stay hydrated, by the way. Oh no. Yeah, good. Make sure to stay hydrated. Shit's rough. Without deleting the rows. Until then, there's always the random Twitch streamer reminding you to stay hydrated. And there's also a bit reward that you can, a channel point reward to force me to hydrate again. In case you really want to make sure that I'm absolutely hydrated. Fix this by turning the insert into an upsert. Good luck there. By the way, having a vertical monitor is a very weird experience. It's a lot easier on Windows than you'd think, thanks to fancy zones. But overall, it's kind of weird. Yeah, okay. Okay, so Fancy Zones is a power toy for Windows that basically gives you the ability to drag windows into separate zones of the screen, and then it will automatically let you tile things. It's kind of like the middle ground between a tiling window manager and not having one. A lot of the times, tiling window managers will hard enforce that all windows are either part of the tiling grid or explicitly marked as stacking and ones that you don't care about. But Fancy Zones sort of does it the opposite way. With Fancy Zones, you can opt a window into the grid by holding it, dragging it, and holding Shift to bring up the grid and move things in, and I use that to stack a 3 tall window thing. Let me get a screenshot of this real quick. Let's get the sub monitor image here, and I'll get it, upload it, and paste a link in the chat real quick. Yeah. You can see that my my OBS thing is horrifically out of date. I edited on the website. I should really get rid of that little dock thing because it does the wrong thing most of the time. Sigh. Yep, and I think at this point now I'm going to get into the part where I explain how to do the items table. Or the post table, yeah. Where is my focus? Oh, I have a command window open over there, that's why. Okay, gotcha. You were angry at me. It's okay, Emacs, we're friends. But yeah, these posts often take, like, a lot of time to research, even more than they do to write. Writing sometimes takes one of the longest amounts of time, but really for a lot of these things, research and testing is the thing that takes the most time. It gets really annoying. So Control S that the yank. Control S P. Ah, yes, I can use tmux paste buffer. Okay, okay, this is gonna make things easier. I need to adjust the spring bones because it feels like my hair whips around too much. Might need to make it a bit less springy and a bit more solid. Make sure to sit up straight because I tend to like drift to sitting forward or like leaning forward in my chair. Interesting. It seems that whenever I take a drink from my water bottle, I make a face. I didn't think the camera would pick that up. That's interesting. S, square bracket, capital V, yank. Right, it's in the tmux paste buffer. Yeah, that's the ticket. Awesome. I love how much of like just a crazy query this thing is. It's totally reasonable when you like understand the component parts, but at its surface it looks kind of crazy. This probably ranks up there with one of the most complicated SQL queries I've ever written. I don't really do push SQL to its limits that much. Is someone picking me? Oh, there have been 916 failed authentication attempts since your last successful login. Yeah, that's the tragedy of having a two-letter name on IRC. This one person has been attempting to log into my account for I think the last month, about once every hour or something. No, once or twice an hour. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Populate them into the JSON feed posts table. Control S, capital V, or Control S, parentheses, capital V, yank. We can wear true. I know somebody said something about that. Where was it? And SMI top 2, it does document it in the upsert section of the SQLite documentation. It's the upsert dash clause thing. Sorry, I didn't see that before now. I probably did see it, and I probably am replying to it again, but I just wanted to be sure. There was something about a werewolf. Where is it? Let's go to my Twitch. Oh. I was looking too close at the monitor and I got off of there. Sorry about that. Yes. Oh, where true. Yep, found it. You inspired me. You inspired the more artistic writer side of me to come up with that little number right there. Should I do where true, W-E-R-E, or should I do where true, as in W-H-E-R-E? I wonder if... I wonder... You know, I'm just going to add the H. I think that makes it... I think that makes the satire work better. Yeah, my desk layout is also pretty weird because, like, my microphone is... right now where it's positioned, it's actually right under my terminal window. Yeah. Hmm. Well, that's a dangerous thing to do. I'm gonna look at my history over here. It's not there. So I'm gonna look at all real quick and see if I can find that dynamic. Was it dynamic? I think it was dynamic. There was something, I had it open earlier. It was like this thing for automatically deriving the value from their, what was it called? What was it called? What was it called? Generated columns, yes. Thank you. I am smart, I swear. Generated columns was the thing I needed to find it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do a proofread over the article to make sure that I have everything hunky-dory. 12-minute read, yeah, that makes sense. Did I mess something up in that part where I suggest editing the Python script? Oh no, I didn't. Okay, cool. You know what? Let's leave them with a little gift. Yep. I feel like I should apologize to the SynthWriters Discord because I messed up and their bot accidentally picked me up as doing a SynthWriter stream when I wasn't. Oops. I don't know if you can hear the music very well, but that just got into a nice slow vibe. Yeah, this lo-fi playlist is really great. One of the understated things about lo-fi is that it's not supposed to be the life of the party. Lo-fi hip-hop is something that you add on to other things. It is a spice. Now, sometimes things can be wholly defined by the spice. You know, you have channels like Lo-Fi Girl, whose entire raison d'etre is basically to just spread the lo-fi and act as a nice chill radio station. But lo-fi really functions its best when it's enhancing something. And lo-fi for coding is a really understated great way to do things. When I finish the stream, I'm going to add a link to the VOD on both Twitch and YouTube. I usually have my YouTube VODs delayed by a couple days, partially so that I avoid flooding people's YouTube feeds, and partially so that there's a little bit of exclusivity. I'm supposed to have like 48 hours exclusivity on Twitch, I believe. I have to double check. But yeah, I'm happy with this. This is a pretty great little post. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go massage some things around on my end and post videos places and then get this live on the website. It'll probably be like half an hour, for me to do all this stuff on my end.